Alright, welcome everybody to the Pokemon Sword and Shield ranked battle of the day. Let's roll the clip. Go! 7230. Let's see. I see a Dragapult. I see a Togekiss. So it looks like we need to tank this one out. Is this going to be a tanking battle? There's a Morpeko. There's an Arcanine in the front. We might not want to bring Corviknight. We'll definitely want to bring Gastrodon, because Gastrodon can tank a good chunk of this team. Yep, we'll bring Incineroar and Morpeko. And then we'll have Gastrodon in the back. And then what are we going to do for our last slot? Are we going to play Mind Games and bring in Dusclops? Or are we going to tank it out with Corviknight? We're going to have to not reveal Corviknight, and we're going to have to take out the Rotom. No, let's just bring Dragapult. Dragapult could be the Dynamaxer here, and then we can force them to hit it with... We can force them to hit it. Do you have one? Which one with which one has the lowest attack and then the highest HP and defense? Alright, so this is going to be a follow me. Alright, so I guess next up we go for a fake out onto Togekiss. No, the Togekiss is still going to go for... let's see. We're not going to hit the Dragapult, but we are going to Flare Blitz and Aura Wheel the Togekiss. And then this Dragapult's probably going to go for Max Wormwind onto... Max Wormwind onto Incineroar, but I'm going to go for an Aura Wheel here. Let's hope that they don't go for a Max Airstream. (10, 12, 15, 11, 15, 13). There we go, Max Phantasm. So there's the attack drop. It's a Life Orb Dragapult. Perfect. Incineroar just barely survived, so we can probably survive one Dazzling Gleam after I go for a Flare Blitz. There's an Aura Wheel. So that means this Togekiss is weakness policy. There's a Dazzling Gleam. I survive with 1 health. And then here comes my Flare Blitz onto the Togekiss. Okay, so now the next step is to... Let me think. He's going to use Max Wormwind again. So let's just sacrifice our lead here. We're going to go for another Flare Blitz here. And then let's go for an Aura Wheel onto Dragapult. No. We have options here, do we? Aura Wheel onto Dragapult. Let's see if the Togekiss does a follow me. Okay, so we hit the Dragapult. We don't have to worry about weakness policy being activated because... But he does go for the Max Airstream, which sucks. And then here comes the Dazzling Gleam from Togekiss. Incineroar goes down, and now we have Dragapult to deal with. So we have Gastrodon, Dragapult. Alright, now what's going to happen next here? He has one more turn, so let's just Dynamax, Max Guard. And then let's hit this thing with a Sludge Bomb, this Togekiss with a Sludge Bomb, and take out the Togekiss. That way we only have to deal with the Dragapult when it's not Dynamaxed anymore. Anyway, go see him rank 4 and 7. 10, 12, 10, 12, 15, 11, 15, 13. So I guess you're going to use the rank 4. I go for the Max Guard. What is he going to use? Max Airstream. There's the Follow Me. There's the Max Phantasm. I wall it as predicted. Now I go for the Sludge Bomb onto Togekiss. Take it out. Alright, so now that's good now. Next up I have to hit a Max Airstream on whatever switches in. There's an Arcanine. Intimidate. And then I have the Clear Body, so my stats aren't lowered. Let's see. We're probably going to need to hit this thing with a... We're going to probably have to go for a Max Phantasm here, or a Max Airstream, because I have a feeling the Dragapult's going to Phantom Force. So let's do a Max Airstream onto the Arcanine. No, let's go for... What's in the back? Let's see. Is this going to be a special Dragapult? That's what I need to know. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. It's probably a special Dragapult. So with that in mind, let's hit this thing with a Max Phantasm. And then let's go for an Earth Power onto the Arcanine. And it's Phantom Force. Well, that sucks. So he's going to get the Phantom Force launched. I kind of want the Phantom Force to hit. So there's a Will-O-Wisp. I get burned. Here comes the Earth Power. And he lives just by a tiny sliver. What about that? Alright, so the Arcanine has about... let's see. What can he switch into? I guess we'll just go for a Scald on the next turn. 1, 2, 3. He hasn't revealed what his other Pokemon is, so let's just go for a Scald on whatever switches in. And while we're at it, maybe a Max Phantasm. Possibly a Max Phantasm in case, just in case. Just in case he switches to something that's unfavorable. So there's Scald onto Arcanine. Hopefully it's a Rotom. Good. So now that's why we use Max Phantasm. There's a Phantom Force. Dragapult lives it. I activate Weakness Policy, so now that's neutralized. And then now I just hit this thing on the next turn. Here goes the Max Phantasm onto Dragapult. Boom! Down goes Dragapult. Okay, so now next up, Sludge Bomb onto... There's a Scald. Sludge Bomb onto Rotom, and then we could go for a Dragon Darts to take out... And he got... Okay, never mind. He got burned, so... That sucks. Let's see, what would be our plan B? Let's see. Arcanine's gonna have... Arcanine's gonna have Protect, probably. Doesn't have Life Orb, doesn't have Weakness Policy. So this is probably a Heal Berry Arcanine. Oh, it had a heal berry, so it's probably a bulky type. So I guess with that said, we can Phantom Force here. And I guess let's just go for a Sludge Bomb onto Arcanine next. Let me think. No. This Rotom could have Ally Switch. That's what I need to be mindful of. So with that said, let's just Sludge Bomb the Arcanine, because I have a feeling that this is going to be an Ally Switch coming up. Nice. Okay, so now I use Phantom Force to vanish. Away goes Dragapult. He uses Snarl. Dragapult avoids it. Gastrodon gets a -1 on the special attack. Here comes my Sludge Bomb. So now all that's left is to hit the Rotom with Sludge Bomb. So let me think. Protect, Sludge Bomb. You could have Dark Pulse. Yeah, let's just hit this thing with Sludge Bomb. There's the Phantom Force to take out the Arcanine. The Rotom now is going to get walled. Arcanine goes down. He's going to go for the Thunderbolt onto the Dragapult to finish it off. And now all that's left is tank versus tank. So I go for the Sludge Bomb here. Hit the Rotom. The only move I need to be worried about is Dark Pulse here. That's literally the only thing. There's this Heal Berry. Yeah, all that's left now, Savage, is to just spam Sludge Bomb and watch this thing fall over, because if it has Nasty Plot, it's not going to be able to hit me at all with it. Yep, see? Nasty Plot. With that said, it's Nasty Plot, Protect, Hydro Pump, Thunderbolt. I would be really surprised if it has Dark Pulse, though, that's for sure. There's a Protect. I know. But thankfully, this Rotom can't do anything to me, though. That's the best part. I mean, maybe he can do a Dark Pulse, so let's recover just to scout it. If he has Dark Pulse, then everything changed. Nope. Canceled. That's it. Yay, we made him quit. Because, again, he had Nasty